glow, grow, and feel the flow. So today we're going to talk about 3 ways to reach your New Year's resolutions faster and to make sure that they actually like come true, because that's why you set them. So number one that I have written down, that's to chunk the goals while doing it. So a lot of people, they hear me when I talk about like things that I want to do in the future and even things that I accomplished in the past. I always talk about chunking them, and basically chunking your goals, and that's in regards to why you're actually doing it. So chunking condenses it so it can be um easier to do. So for example, like one of the goals that I had back like even in 2017, so the end of 2017, it was to actually like stick to my workout plan and actually grow, because I was really slim before and I wanted to build some muscle and just change my body overall. And I would chunk it by making sure that the workout was a good, like maybe an hour or or less. But the point of it was that I would have a set list. I would have 5 things that I would do in the workout, um and that's how I would chunk it. And the point of it is that with your daily goals, you want them to be like really precise. So you want it to be something where you can knock it out and then be done, and then that's it. Because sometimes people will let their goals drag on. So like if they're working out, they work out for a long time, and that's bad because you're not really able to focus in on it at one time. So you want to make sure that you chunk whatever it is you're doing. So you kind of try to do it and get it over with. So if it's like food, you try to prep it so you can like just do it all at once. You don't want to be dividing up your goals too much, because then you'll get thrown off or you'll be more likely to quit. But what I would do is I would chunk it. So I would say we're gonna work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and as soon as I got up, I would work out, knock it out, and that'll be it. So you want to make sure that you chunk them. You make sure that your goals are something that's really condensed and you can just get it done. So there's no excuses and you can't say I forgot to do it, and so you can do it, for the full amount of time until you see the results that you want to see. So the second one was to have checkpoints. So this is in regard to like the longevity. So you want to make sure that you set like your checkpoints like within a reasonable time. So for me, like even when I was losing weight um back in like the fall, so around September, I said that at least by December I wanted to lose like a realistic amount, so like a good maybe 5 pounds of fat. But the goal was just to lose as much fat on my body as I could, and just to be patient. But you want to have these little checkpoints so that way you can see and track your progress. So if you need to go back and reevaluate something, then you can do that so you're not wasting time. But also it just gives you the extra motivation, because every time you see progress, it'll motivate you to do more. So you want to have little checkpoints and it'll motivate you to keep working, because by here I need to have achieved so much at this level, so it'll help you stay on track. So like for example, if I wanted to gain 10 pounds by, let's just use by like April, I would make sure that that's my goal. Like it's kind of like a subset of the whole goal. So if I wanted to gain like, let's say 30 pounds this year, 30 pounds by, let's say December. So I would set small goals. I would just have different checkpoints and just set them up throughout the year. So I would say probably by May I want to have 10 pounds, and then by like August I want to have another 10 pounds. So you want to kind of like divide it up and make sure that you have different checkpoints along the way to keep you going and to keep you focused. So, and then that leads us to our last one. So this is also related to fitness, but you can kind of apply it to different things, and that's to make sure that um you're setting goals, but making sure that the process is enjoyable. Because that was one thing that I went through my first year, actually first 2 years of working out. It was that like my workouts, like it would be something that I would dread, and it wasn't up until now, like in my third year working out, that I really found ways to make the workouts more enjoyable and actually make them really, really fun. And that's why I love working out now. But the point of it is that you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you try to make it as enjoyable as you can, so you can sustain it for a long time. So like if you're trying to lose weight, you want to lose some weight, lose some fat. And most people say do cardio, which is good too, but if you can find other ways to achieve your goal that are more fun, I would go to that first. Try to make sure that you enjoy what you're doing. Try to make it fun if you can. But the other method of making it fun is to condense it, because it might be hard to do it, but if it's condensed and it's short, I guess it's just a little bit of stress while you're doing it. Like, let's say, like, one thing I try to do is I try to make sure that I make a video every day, and it's not the most fun thing to do in the world all the time. I make my videos like a good 5 to 7 minutes, and I just knock that out and I'm done. So you want to make sure that either what you're doing is not super long, but try to make it fun if you can. So that's all I got for today. Like and discuss below, and I'll see you in the next video.